I wanted to bring something up really quickly here while we're on Delancey. You know, in life, most people will have ideas or they get excited like, oh, you know what, I want to go to Friendly's tomorrow, or I want to, let's go shop for this tomorrow, or let's go to the movie, or let's do this. And you get all excited, you want to have an idea. The problem is, in some cases, there could be setups based on the ideas that you get. The ideas could be floating around the universe. Ooh, I really want Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen needs to sell a lot of ice cream, right? It's kind of in the magic realm. And it's possible that if you're, it's possible there are a lot of people in a situation and they don't know it yet, but if you're a targeted individual, you will think you have an idea and you get excited, like, let's do this first thing, get it out of the way in the morning. The problem is, people who orchestrate as orchestrated harassers or organized people, they will create setups around you. Sometimes they can do it on the fly. Oh, she did come out, let's do this. But somehow it's frustrating because you want to have a neat idea. Like, you want to think like, oh, let's go to the beach this weekend. If you become a targeted individual, you really can't plan too far in advance. It's even risky to think something the night before, like, I want to get up early. You have to do things almost opposite of what you want to do, or the excitement you had about something. You have to, like, go against it, sadly. it's kind of sad because it's human nature to be like, oh, let's do this tomorrow. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Making plans could be disastrous for a targeted individual because the airwaves are always on, and sometimes they're on a little too heavily for a targeted person. And people who learned how to set up their entire lives to create shows around a targeted individual, which drives someone crazy. It's quiet here as I walk back from where I just went, but earlier this morning when I first came out, it was like an entire show before the 7 o'clock shift. So I realized, like, okay, a whole bunch of people start work at 7, and you know, they put on a show. And I had this idea last night to get something done and out of the way early in the morning, because you think early morning is safe. So keep going. So I don't know, like, how it came about that Philadelphia sets up shows and will orchestrate around certain people. The people who orchestrate around people, they're usually cowardly and lame asses, basically. And they will choose, like, single women. Like, how much easier can it get? Women really, you know, as powerful as one might seem, we are easy targets just by nature. So we'll just leave it at that. And for women who want to play along with the men, it's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing when you're a female and want to be like one of the attaboys. We're just like a guy, you know, that's so embarrassing. So funny to watch. So that desperation to be among, you know, a bad male group. It's, you know, there are good men out there. They're probably not living in Philadelphia at this point in time. Because it's child's play, it's very low level, it's immature, it's dumb, and I don't know, I'm trying to figure out, like, it can scare a targeted individual into believing that there's these massive meetings or meetups or groups of people, but it's more like people loosely agree to do things on the street